Hi, I'm Sheilaa Hite, world-class astrologer, tarot master, spellcaster, medium, and all-around magical being. And I'm here today to talk to you about the astrology of this week. So I have very recently, returned from the most amazing sojourn in Egypt. And I'm still not quite in my body. But since the sun will be going into Capricorn very soon, that's going to help me get more grounded. But before the sun goes into Capricorn, Tuesday, tomorrow, we have Jupiter, which is, I think, my favorite planet. It's the planet of luck, expansion, blessings, of travel, especially foreign travel. It's going into the sign Aries. So Aries is about let's go, let's do it, let's get it done. And Jupiter is about let me bring all the luck and grace I can to this. Let's make it big. Let's make it happen. So for the next 5 months that Jupiter is in Aries, this is a time to not only plant your seeds, but tend your garden and make plans for what you're going to do with that crop. It's going to be a great time for that. So make your list, seriously, make your list of maybe 3 to 5 things you want to happen between now and the middle of the year, and then start working on making those things happen. The universe is going to come in and assist you in ways you cannot imagine, but it's going to be fun. So on Wednesday, December 21st, the sun leaves the sign of Sagittarius and enters the sign of Capricorn. Wow. So this is the time of year, whether you're north or south of the equator, when you decide, okay, it's time for me to settle in. It's time for me to make some decisions, to begin working on those things I've made decisions about. And it's time for me to make something happen. So when the sun goes into Capricorn, we become more serious. Whether we intend to or not, we become more serious about what it is we stand for, about who we really are. And instead of planting seeds when the sun goes into a different sign, when the sun goes into Capricorn, it's really about tending the ground, making sure the ground is nurtured, because that's where the seeds have to sleep, have to grow, have to germinate. And you want to make sure that the ground or your foundation or your structure, many ways to put it, you want to make sure all of those are all of the things we call that. We want to make sure that's in fine shape and ready to receive our seeds, ready to host, in a sense, our seeds and help those seeds develop and grow into something we want. And that's Wednesday is the beginning of that. So for all of you Capricorns out there, and I'm one, happy birthday. And for all of you out there who aren't Capricorns, this is your time to find out how this half lives. So the next day, not the next day, but the next instance that we have to be aware of is on Friday. Friday, December 23rd, we have the new moon in Capricorn. What that means is all of those plans that you were thinking of, all of those lists you were making for tomorrow, Tuesday, for Jupiter and entering Aries, all of those things that you wanted to build a structure about because the sun is in Capricorn, that new moon means that the sun is in Capricorn and it's together. We call that conjunct in astrology, together conjunct with the moon. A new moon means that you are at the very beginning of creating what you want, of manifesting what you want. And it's very interesting, this new moon is also at the very beginning of the new sign of Capricorn, which is about manifesting what you want. So you're getting a lot of help from that. Added to that is Jupiter in the sign of Aries, which is really about let's go, let's do it, let's get it done. There's a lot helping you to create what you want. Don't forget, please remember moon water. So moon water every new moon and every full moon. And moon water is very simple. You take a goblet or a cup of your choice, a container of your choice, and you fill it with water and you cover it, because whether you leave it inside or outside, critters know how to get in. You cover it and you set it, for me, I set it in the windowsill. There are some people who say, no, the rays of the moon come directly into this window and they fall on this table. They set it there. There are people who take that covered container of water and feel comfortable setting it outside their front door or their back door. Wherever you put it, you are developing moon water. And when I say developing, I mean you're allowing the rays and the energies of the new moon, this exciting, productive new moon, to fill your water with energy, charge your water with energy that's going to help you and whatever you pour it on or pour it into or use it for. You can cook with it. You can pour a little bit into the bath water. You can sip it or drink it. It's going to energize you and it's going to help you stabilize. Remember, the moon is in Capricorn along with the sun. So then on Thursday, we have the sign, the planets, Venus, love, value, especially self-value, presence, and balance. We have that in a harmonious trine aspect to the planet Uranus, the planet of anything can happen, and divine insight. So what this means is, remember in this gift-giving season to give to yourself. That would be a great way. Let's start Capricorn with giving to yourself. Give to yourself because once you feel appreciated by self and others, you can share that appreciation with your world. So it's an excellent time for that. And then Saturday, we have Mercury, the planet of communication. It is in an opportunity aspect, a sextile with the planet Neptune. Neptune is spirituality. Neptune is imagination. And it can also be confusion, but we're going to look at it as, because it's connected to Mercury, as spirituality, as intuition, and as imagination. This is a great time to think of what it is in your wildest imagination you want to make happen. Because with Mercury in an opportunity aspect to Neptune, you can actually start to make sense of what you need to do in order to make the Neptunian dream come true. So in this very close to the last week of the year, not just the year, of this, we are ending an era, I feel. So of this very close to the last week of the year and an era, let us give ourselves permission to think outside the box. Let us give ourselves permission to believe it, whatever the it is, can be done. And let us give ourselves permission to be generous and loving with ourselves. Because the more generous and loving we are with ourselves, the more generous and loving we are and we can be with our world. So on that note, bye.